coming off of your website, you say that running for office didn't cross your mind until days before the filing deadline. And that begs a question, does this mean that you've been mainly satisfied with county government? And if so, who prevailed on you to run and why?
You know, that's an interesting question, and you obviously read the website. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was buried somewhere down in the bottom, so I appreciate that. No, I actually didn't file until the day of the filing. I hadn't thought about running for Utah County Commissioner until a couple of days beforehand. It was brought to my attention, and some people approached me and said they thought I would be a good county commissioner. I'd actually sold a couple of businesses. I was a private business owner in Utah County and had sold my businesses, and my wife asked me what I was going to do. I said I thought I would just kind of retire and stay home, and she said, no, you're not. And I got from that you know, I needed to go out and do something. And she says, well, you're always complaining about how you'd like to see things done a little differently in a few areas. Why don't you go ahead and take people up on that and run for county commissioner? I actually said no. The first day when I thought about it, I said no. And that was on Tuesday. And Wednesday, I said no again. And Thursday morning, I woke up and I just, you know how you have one of those days you just don't feel right? I had one of those days. And I ended up in the parking lot of the county offices at about 12:30. And at 2:30, I went upstairs and I filed and decided that I was going to run for county commissioner. And so do I think that the Utah County Commissioners are doing a good job? I believe that they have had a good run. I believe that they have had fiscal responsibility. I think that they have done a good job in kind of trying to keep things going, but I think it's time for a change, and I think it's time to look forward.
Maybe you can,
go ahead, Don.
Maybe you can help me with this then, because me as a voter might be concerned about almost an impulse decision to go ahead and file for candidacy into a very important influential position in the county. So ease my concerns on how you won't use that same impulse to maybe make some decisions that, you know, make impulsive decisions as you're leading the county.
I could really have some fun with you right now. Basically, I think one of the things you'll find is that I have had my experience. I've been basically 25 years as a troubleshooting CEO. And I have gone into, most people don't know what that even means. What that means is that you go into a company, you find out what's working, what's not working, and you basically make long-term strategic decisions on where you want to go with the company. And then you start to implement those issues and help them go forward. And one of the things you'll find about my management style is that I know how to empower people to get things done. And I also know long-term strategic planning. One of the concerns that I've had for a while in the county is the amount of growth that we're going to be having over the next 10 to 15 years. We've doubled in size in the last 10 years, and we're going to double again in the next 10 years. We're going to have over 1 million people. And one of the things that I want to see for the county is a very specific long-term strategic plan for all of the county, even the unincorporated areas. Because if we don't take the time right now to build that plan, we get whatever we deserve. In other words, if we don't act, we'll be acted upon.
Larry, why don't you respond to that? What's the planning regimen at the county currently? And does he have a point?
The county and the cities are all working together. The cities are separate jurisdictions, as I indicated earlier. They do long-term planning and general planning for their jurisdictions. The county does planning for the unincorporated county area and for community development type planning. When it comes to roads, we all work together and we have a common strategic plan for roads, and our plan feeds into the statewide plan. We are the only state in the nation that has such a plan, but we work very well together in developing that, and it's recognized as a very good and valuable tool. So to the degree that we don't do planning, I take a little bit of exception to, believing that yes, we do have plans. We have a general plan in place that talks about each area within the county and the type of development that can occur there and under which rules and restrictions or opportunities in each of those bits of land that they can be developed. And we do have the transportation plan that's countywide. So I believe that we are doing planning. We have been growing, as Mr. Grierson points out, over the last, well, forever, but very rapidly for the last 10 years. And we will continue to grow. but we work together on that with the cities so that we don't have the arguments among ourselves. We respect the fact that the cities have their place and we have ours, as opposed to us stepping in and saying, we're going to plan for you. We don't want to get there.